I'm calling for some advice about how to bring something up to my boyfriend. We've been together for about 4.5 years, and my libido actually increased recently. Nice. So that's been super fun for both of us, of course. But I have been wanting to bring up to him that I'm interested in using a bigger dildo or a vibrator.
Oh no, take the guitar away. And, bigger dildo? You gave her a guitar for she wants to use a bigger dildo, Eldest? That's what you think is guitar worthy?
I'm saluting her for that. she's hit a stride and she wants to go bigger and better.
That's tough, bro. That's really tough. I'm sorry, replay. Let's start back. We got lost in the guitars.
Yeah. My boyfriend, we've been together for about 4.5 years, and my libido actually increased recently. So that's been super fun for both of us, of course. But I have been wanting to bring up to him that I'm interested in using a bigger dildo or a vibrator that's just longer.
That's tough stuff. That is tough.
And when I say longer, I mean like at least like 7 or 8 inches. And, you know, in the nicest way possible, that's definitely, you know, a few inches bigger than my boyfriend, but which is totally fine. And I love everything that he does in the bedroom, and I'm totally satisfied with him. And he also uses my own vibrator on me, which is a little smaller. And he seems totally comfortable with that, and he's really good at it. But I think he knows that my G-spot is a little bit higher up there. So I'm definitely interested in bringing this up to him. But I heard on one of your recent episodes, the guest said that men tend to be a little insecure when it comes to vibrators and the size of them. So basically, I just want to know, as a man, what would be the best way you think to bring this up where he still feels comfortable and secure, which I do generally think he is, and he's never really acted insecure. But I want to bring it up in a way that is sexy but doesn't risk him, you know, thinking too much into me wanting something bigger up there.
Sexy?
But anyways, thank you, and can't wait to hear back. Thanks.
Oh, this is a tough one. I mean, it seems like me and Eldest are about to have another philosophical debate here. It really does. I will say that, before I give you the floor, Eldest, Tony's just a spectator for us arguing for this.
Sit this one out, I think.
Like, wow, these guys are really passionate about this one.
This really is a passion. This really is one that we could talk about this one for quite some time. Okay. My we all saw it. My immediate reaction, very tough stuff. Very tough ask. And listen, I am on the record as like, get a vibrator in the mix, get something like that's sort of like I'm not competing with, right? Like I'm not insecure in that. Like, look, I can't fucking vibrate. Like that's a fuck. Right. That's a science has designed this thing to make women bust in ways that I can't. It'd be like being mad that my girlfriend wants to take back. You know, is the girl you're dating wants antibiotics instead of your chicken soup? It's like, look, the antibiotics do something my fucking remedies are never gonna do, right? Where the line is for me is when it is purely cock size. It's purely I wish your cock was bigger, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay to have that desire. You know what I mean? I get that. To me, that's a solo, and even that, it's like that's a solo thing that you don't share.
No.
It's like every once in a while you want to have but like it honestly would I don't know that I would do well with my girlfriend's desire being essentially a cock that is 3 inches bigger than mine. I don't know that I would do okay with that personally.
There's no way to phrase that.
There's no way to make that sexy in my opinion, unless he's into like, now look, this might be, some people are into cucking or like, you know, I'm sure there's an element. Some people might find it hot that, you know, they're like, some people do find hot that their like partners getting just fucking torn up in ways that they can't, right? And they're getting some kind of perverse joy out of that.
Right.
Not my programming whatsoever. I don't judge that if that's you.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon, those leaked emails where he's talking about big black cock or whatever. There's a whole other like, how much people's sexuality is like warped by their fucking racism and whatever. Like, I got none of that. I got no desire to see someone I'm dating fuck a cock bigger than mine. That's just me, whether it's another man or it's a blue one, right?
Right.
And I don't want to be asked that personally. That's me.
Yeah.
Now, if it's the G-spot thing is the first, this might be your path. She's like, I want to hit my G-spot. It's got to be a weird, skinny, like, a scientific thing designed for G-spot. Like, we've seen a couple of those vibrators where they're sort of like, slim as fuck and kind of curved to exactly hit it. That's what it's going to have to be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A bigger dildo that is just my cock but bigger?
No.
I don't think, not only would I not like that, that would take, I don't know that I'd get over that
I don't
request.
think you get over that.
I think that would lead to the dissolution of that, of whether that was the next day or in 10 years after something clicked, it would lead to the end of that relationship to me. If it was like the kind of thing where it's like, hey, why don't you put a strap on that's a cock but bigger than yours and fuck me with it, I would pack my bags in 45 minutes, right? I would be on Hotels Tonight that evening, looking for a place to crash.
Right.
So anyway, that is my perspective, Eldest. I would love to hear a rebuttal from you.
I must say, I am genuinely surprised by your knee-jerk response to this question. In general, when we get questions about how do I help introduce a vibrator,
but you heard
a vibrator, a dildo toy, whatever, what you and I think we generally agree on this is say to those people is like, anything that helps your girl nut in bed is good.
Sure,
that's a positive for the man. Men can get cagey about it because it's like, no, fuck that, dude. I don't need help like getting my girl off or whatever. It feels threatening, but that's stupid because it's just a tool. I think if that's the logic, it shouldn't make any difference if it's a small little 2-inch vibrator or if it's an 8-inch vibrator.
You're blowing over my chicken soup bacteria, antibacteria point.
Because it's excellent analogy.
Like, it's pure cock size she wants more of. That's all. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. The floor is yours.
Even if that's true, even if she needs a bigger tool to hit her G-spot deeper that the guy's dick can't hit, it's still, I don't know, it's still towards the goal of like getting her off. She doesn't want to like cheat on the guy. She doesn't want a guy with a bigger dick. Think of this as experience.
I'm sorry. Do we know that for a fact? She wouldn't like to fuck a guy with a bigger dick?
We have to take her at her word.
Maybe this is a slippery slope. If we're talking about just a bigger cock, a bigger like whatever. You're right. No, you're right. She hasn't said that. We have to take her at her word. I'm saying you are correct, right? We have found the exception to me that proves the rule, right? Because it's like, I'm okay with anything, unless the request is simply a cock. If it boils down to a bigger cock than yours. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think it's like, he will be a good partner if he supports her in, her urge to like expand her experience, feel a bigger cock or a bigger vibrating toy inside of her.
You sign up for the cock.
That helps.
You sign up for you signed up for what my cock is.
That helps getting her off.
The bigger cock is a problem. The bigger dildo is pure size is a problem. Now again, if we want to talk about finding the G-spot, but what does she want him to fucking have a fucking instead of him fucking her, he has to sit there with a dick that just looks like his, but is 3 inches bigger and fucking throw his shoulder out fucking her? He doesn't get anything from that? I don't know, brother. This is the one thing where I can't go down this route. Now, if it's one of those like G-spot finding vibrators, that's different. But if it's purely getting fucked by a dildo that's bigger, that's only your cock but bigger, we have found my personal line here that I could not. And I don't even, and it is an insecurity for sure, but it's like,
I think you're succumbing to the logical fallacy that we always like accuse guys of, like, you know, just feeling threatened by a new tool. All dildos must be created equal.
they're not. They are not equal. They are very different. If we're talking about dildos that I cannot, it's like the machine. It's like a fucking nail gun versus a guy with a fucking hammer, right? The nail gun can do other shit, right? But if she just wants, I want a bigger hammer. It's like, no, you can use a nail gun, but I use the hammer. You use my hammer. You don't get to just use a bigger, thicker hammer. Use the nail gun. Use a pneumatic fucking whatever. We can get some fun, cool toys, but you don't just get a bigger hammer. You get my hammer.
This is not that to me yet.
I think it is.
She's saying 7 or 8 inch dildo. That just feels like 90s dildos. Remember how like all dildos? It's like, when did these new smaller vibrators start coming out that are just like, you know, demure, like a little classier, like you can store them away nicely.
What happened to old-fashioned dildos?
I feel like every dildo.
What happened to Spencer's Gifts dildos?
I feel like every dildo used to be in this range. It's not that crazy. Now, if she's talking about, I want a black silicone mold dildo that's like the shape of a dragon that's like 20 inches.
I don't think dildos are in the mix. I got to be honest with you. Vibrators are fine. My cock is the dildo. That's the whole point here. You're replacing my cock. I don't want my cock replaced. I want my cock being a part of a team of vibrators and whatever the fuck. But now you're saying your cock's the backup. Your cock is second string. We're signing a bigger cock. And I don't want that, man. I'll be honest with you. I just don't want that.
Okay, maybe we need to take a step back.
Thank you, Tony.
It's getting very heated in here. Here's some other questions that we kind of need to know for this.
Sure.
She says her libido has increased.
Right.
Does that mean she wants to fuck more? Does that mean she started like orgasming more from sex and hasn't in the past?
Sure.
I'm
going to guess we can just say more. In any way, whatever it is, it's leading to more sex.
And okay, if we go from there, I would ask her, what does sex look like for you guys? You know, can you come from sex with him? Do you need toys? Are vibrators doing it? I don't know. It's like
I'm not even opposed to her doing, like I said, getting a dildo in the mix when he's not there. I just think I wouldn't personally like to I wouldn't like to team up with a bigger dick than me. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'll team up with whatever. And if she needs to explore this, fine, explore it. I just think of all the things, you know, I wouldn't do, my advice would be, if you frame it as G-spot finding, frame it as that, which is fair. Get a dildo that's very specific G-spot. Even if it's longer, if it ends up being longer, great. But don't frame it as I want to be fucked by a bigger dick. That's all I would say. That's all I would say. Okay, let's make this very personal, Eldest. Your girl comes up to you and is like, I would like to get a bigger dildo.
I would honestly be fine with it. I would say, okay, fine.
Well, maybe this is the difference of a man who's actually has a real relationship and me, just a man thinking. So I'll defer to you here. That's fine.
I think all dicks just basically work the same. You just tug on them, you fuck them, and they come after a few minutes.
Okay.
I think pussies are much touchier
Absolutely.
than that. Every girl comes so differently. And
I just, okay.
You know,
my only thing is we have now opened the door where it's not something a toy does. It's something a different person could do. Right? It's like saying, I'd like to fuck someone with a tighter pussy. You signed up for the pussy you got. You know what I mean? Then it's like, all right, I want a bigger dildo. Maybe I want a guy who fucking has bigger arms now. I don't know. We have crossed into replacing human body parts instead of just sexual things that a human body cannot possibly compete with. That's my argument. And it's like, listen, you signed up for the cock you got with the guy, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. What if he's like, what about a pocket pussy that's like fucking small? You jerk me off with that, right? And then he's like, why don't we fuck a girl with a smaller pussy? Then I think the path from bigger dildo to how about another guy fucks me is a lot closer and shorter than let's get a vibrator to another guy fuck. I don't think let's get a vibrator in the mix. There is a logical step to now let's fuck a guy. But I think bigger dildo there is a logical step to let's get a guy with a bigger dick to fuck me. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree with that.
And I respect that, and maybe we just have to agree to disagree.
You gotta look at it purely as a tool. Like,
you're right. This is insecurity for me because it's like, to me, this is like, what if I found the perfect relationship? Everything's great. And she springs this kind of final boss of security on me. I think what we're seeing here is someone who has only who's been worried about relationships and ruined them to preemptively avoid moments like this, and someone who is in a happily committed relationship who is not threatened by any sexual request his girlfriend or wife would make. Maybe that is the philosophical difference here. Perhaps, I don't know.
Maybe. I think they've been together for 5 years. Sexual seasons change. Wax and wane so much over time.
Sure, I agree with that.
And, maybe she wants to try this now. Maybe it'll be different in a year.
Sure.
You don't know how it's going to change. So I guess, going back to the advice for her, if you say there's no indication he's ever really been insecure, yes, I agree. I do agree with you, Stav. It's like, frame it as the G-spot thing.
Thank you.
And
we can meet in the middle to give this girl advice. After a heated
we're making this very
partisan debate. After a heated partisan debate, really. Now let's get the policy. We've debated on the Congress floor. It's time to work together, meet in the middle, and craft a bill that helps our constituent. Okay, so fine. Can we say that? Can we focus? He's never been threatened. Focus on the G-spot. Get a G-spot finder. Don't get a pure, bigger dildo.
Sure.
And you know what? And you know what? This is case by case. Maybe she's got an Eldest at home. The G-spot finder, you start there. And if you still want the dildo, like test the waters with, let's get a dildo in the mix. You don't even have to, that's actually a good point. You don't have to frame it as bigger. You can just kind of get one similar size, but a little bigger. You know what I mean? Kind of test the waters that way. Because it's not like anyone's going to, unless the dildo is like insanely bigger than my dick, I guess I wouldn't even have thought to, you know what I mean? Because there are those like long vibrators that are bigger than a dick, but it's like, hey, you get that in the mix, I'm not fucking. It's also skinnier. I would say, if you want to go long, go skinny. If you want to go fat, go short. You know what I mean? His dick's got to be superior in one way or the other to it. You know what I mean?
One dimension.
Because I wouldn't. Because now thinking about it, I wouldn't be threatened by those long, classic kind of vibrators that you could also use in a dildonic fashion.
Is that a word? Did you coin a new term?
I think we just coined it here. You Tony, you're really you're on an episode that has really engendered some very lively debate. This is not usually how it goes.
Yeah.
But maybe your presence here has brought out the best in me and Eldest. has brought out the argumentative side to me and Eldest.
I'm usually a calming force.
Yeah. I think that's it. We know we ultimately have a rational voice to get us back.
Right.
I think without you here, we don't end the way we did. Without you here, I'm yelling at Eldest. I'm calling him a stupid Albanian. We feel like we have to be at the end and help our friend who called in as well. Yeah. So that's going to be our meet in the middle advice for you. Good luck. Hey, we're happy for you. And listen, in a perfect world, this isn't the fucking problem. This guy's got a fucking shoulder-mounted fucking dildo that he's fucking you with in a couple months. But whatever happens, we hope you're happy.
World.
Yeah.